Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, let's talk about something that the education system will never teach you. Now, investing is about delegating value creation. It is just one part of building wealth. And my channel is about my journey of building up my wealth, and I'll be sharing with you guys. So other than delegating value creation, you have to learn how to create value. And when you're able to create value and be valuable in the marketplace, you'll be rewarded handsomely in terms of your income level. And that is why you need a high income skill. You have seen me say high income skill a few times before, but what exactly is a high income skill? Now, if you really think about it, the highly paid professions in a university or the traditional education route is lawyer, doctors, and engineers. Let's say, for example, a university produces 200 doctors, 200 lawyers, and 200 engineers in a cohort. Multiply by the amount of universities around the world. Even though these are skilled professions and requires a lot of knowledge, there are still abundance of lawyers, engineers, and doctors. And that is why it is not really a high income skill. What is really a high income skill is something that the market demands it, and only a few people can do it and do it well. So for example, if you follow my channel long enough, you realize that I do options as an income, and not many people understands options and the power of options. And the better my result is when it comes to options, and the better knowledge I have. Making $1 million is about having a $1,000 profit margin product, selling it to 1,000 people. $1,000 profit times 1,000 people equals to $1 million. It is just that simple. So the current world right now has a lot of opportunities. You can use media as leverage. You can use code as leverage. As mentioned in my previous video, you can have a specific skill set such as designing Canva template and sharing it with other people so that other people use your IP and you get paid. So the current world right now really has a lot of opportunities, and you can use the internet to scale and have leverage over them. And that is why I think that traditional education is becoming more and more obsolete. I'll make another video on school itself, but today I want to talk about another thing that school doesn't teach you. So when it comes to wealth building, it's about delegating value creation, it's about learning value creation, and the next thing is about building the right mindset, the right framework. Having the right mindset and framework will give you the basic structure for you to build on top of all this. And today, let's talk about why there is this massive wealth inequality between humans. We are all made out of the same molecular structure. We belong to the same genome. We are the species Homo sapiens. But why is it some people can achieve massive level of wealth, and while some other people can't even make ends meet? And this is something I sat down when I was 17 and I thought very long about this. But why in theory we are all the same, but there is such drastic difference in outcome? And it boils down to one thing, and one thing only. It starts from the mindset. Now let me read you a book from my Kindle. It is a book called The Master Key System. And so from the book Master Key System, it says, and I quote, that some men seems to attract success, power, wealth, attainment with very little conscious effort. Others conquer with great difficulty. Still, others fail altogether to reach their ambitions, desires, and ideals. Now why is this so? Why should some men realize their ambitions easily, others with difficulty, and still others not at all? The cause cannot be physical, else the most perfect man physically will be the most successful. The difference therefore must be mental, must be in the mind. Hence, the mind must be the creative force. It must constitute the sole difference between men. It is mind therefore which overcomes environment and every other obstacle in the path of man. Now let me give you an example why someone that grows up in a poor environment will develop a mindset that is not suitable for wealth, and this is why poverty continues in a cycle. Let's say, for example, a person that is born in a poor environment, money does not come easily in the household, and they will have to save to make ends meet. They will have to save on their day-to-day living expenses and cut down on their personal consumptions. And the children born in the poorer environment will be fed with narratives that money is hard to make, we should play by the rules, and we should never ask for much. And growing up in this kind of environment, most people in this kind of household will grow up with lesser confidence, and they are conditioned with the scarcity mindset, where everything is scarce, resources is scarce, and therefore you must always seek and protect. And they fail to realize about the opportunities around them. Opportunities out there that is up for grabs. They will not be able to identify because they are too busy trying to protect whatever little resources that they have, and they fail to invest in themselves, fail to invest in knowledge, and coupled with low confidence, low self-esteem, and this will be a downward spiral. Whereas compared to a person that is born in an abundance environment, where resources are abundance, they are more confident, more self-esteem, willing to spend resources, to invest in themselves, willing to take risks. And the thing is, money compounds and knowledge compounds. So that these two persons, one in a poor household and one in a rich household, one with a poor conditioning, one with a rich conditioning, through time when knowledge and money compounds, there will be a drastic wealth inequality. And this is the reason why, even though physicality we are the same, mentally we are not the same. So this brings me back to my point about why it is important to start with the right mindset. The thing about our brain is that our brain are inherently biased. We have a cognitive bias. We often choose what we want to see and what we want to believe. And this is why there's extreme differences in worldview after a while, and different people have very different belief systems. And you can see from nowadays social media, people are arguing against each other because of differences in beliefs. But if you were to break down the word belief, what are beliefs made out of? Beliefs are made out of narratives. And narratives are formed in our head through our personal experience and our worldview. So if you question things from first principles, you will realize that narratives are stories that you made up, and hence beliefs will be a bunch of narratives, and hence they are stories. And that is why understanding what narratives you are feeding your own brain is very important, because this will shape your belief system. And this belief system I talk about can be used in abundance mindset and scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset thinks that money or resources is scarce and it is hard to achieve, and they respect money too much. Whereas when you have an abundance mindset, you are more confident with yourself. When you have abundance mindset, you don't mind using resources to upgrade and increase your knowledge in yourself so that you can generate more output. And you see the world as it is, opportunities, willing to take risks, willing to take smart calculated risks. And this is the topic I want to share with you guys today, that we are all limited by our brains. Now for example, how does the law of attraction works? Now let me give you an example. If a guy wants attractive girls, what should he do? What is a better way of doing things? Should he go and message 10 different attractive girls and chase after 10 different attractive girls? Or should he work on himself to become more attractive, such as working out, increasing his status as a man, increasing his financial security, dressing up well, be more confident and charismatic? I think in most cases where a guy works on himself, he will be able to yield better results in getting more desirable and attractive partners versus him going out and chasing 10 different attractive chicks. And you can actually apply the same logic and same analogy in terms of money. Instead of chasing money, instead of trading time for money, instead of feeling that it's so difficult to get money, you should work on your mindset and understanding of money to attract money to you instead of chasing money. If you were to question what money is fundamentally, to me money is debt, money is credit. Since 1971, when the reserve currency, the US dollar, is depegged from gold standard, money is controlled by central bankers and they can print however they want, whenever they want, depending on how they like it. And these people are made out of the same genome, same biological meat as us, the same brains. And when these central bankers, just like you and me, we are all humans. And when these central bankers can control the issuance of money by printing it or by manipulating interest rates to slow down money velocity or hasten the money velocity, you realize that there is no lack of money. Money is just like toilet paper. There is abundance of it. There are abundance of toilet papers or money out there. Let me repeat this. There are abundance of money or toilet paper out there. What you lack is the knowledge to be able to handle the money. So your goal is really to elevate your mind, to have this paradigm shift that you need to learn how to become a better value creator or a better capital allocator. And when you are the best value creator or the best capital allocator, money will be automatically drawn to you. Money will be attracted to you. So before you talk about making money or building wealth, you have to first change your mindset, and that is the fundamental basic. You have to understand what money is. And since our mind is inherently biased, you can use this cognitive bias to your advantage. So let's say for example you like Ferrari. When you drive on the road, all you are able to see is Ferraris. You spot Ferraris. You don't care about the Honda, Toyota, the Merc, the BMW. All you see is Ferraris, and sooner or later your brain will pop a question of how do you afford a Ferrari? And that is when everything starts to click and you can connect the dots. What do you need to do to be able to afford the Ferrari? And you start questioning what is possible, and then you work backwards. So I repeat, your mind is the limitation to everything. Once you free up your mind, your potential is literally limitless once you free your mind of these shackles or narratives that you have. So you have to go and remove the narratives and shackles. And having the right thinking framework and control over the narratives of your mind, you'll realize that you have control over a lot of things. And this is why I believe making millions is not hard at all. And I myself already see myself as a millionaire. And I see so much opportunities out there, and I'm not afraid to declare myself. And I hope that by doing this video, I can help you out in the paradigm shift and let you know that what is necessary for you to build wealth. So the few things that I said: learn value creation, delegate value creation, which is investing, work on your mindset and transition it to abundance mindset, invest in yourself so that you're ready to take on opportunities out there, and things will become exponential, and it's not just trading time for money, which is linear. And when you have abundance of wealth, you realize that most rich people, especially the ultra rich, they have learned how to play the system and game the system, and they pay lesser tax than most people. So this is something I want to share today, and I just want to say that in this modern era, learning is almost virtually free, or it's very low cost. You don't have to go to a university for 3 to 4 years and pay 40 to 50 grand over something that you can learn online from MIT, online lectures, Harvard lectures. You can learn from Skillshare, you can learn from Brilliant. You can pay a fraction of what you learn from university. You can pay it to people that actually made money, they are successful. It is not just about the financial cost of paying for a degree, the 40 to 50 grand or 80 to 100 grand. It is about the time cost of 3 to 4 years, and that is the opportunity cost that if you learn something, a skill set right now, you can use 3 to 4 years and build it out. And I believe if you focus 3 to 4 years on building something, your results will be better than most degree can offer, and you will have a better work-life balance. You can choose when you want to work and not listen to another human being. So this is my closing thoughts. If you find this video useful, do help me out by liking this video and help me subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel as fast as possible, and I'll appreciate if you guys can help me out by subscribing to my channel so that I can grow as fast as possible. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.
From the heathens, got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm